Hey, what's going on, everyone? Keno here. We're back with another video. As you guys already know, we start with the Discord on what we have set for the week. Excuse me, I've been underneath the weather lately, so yeah, a little sick over here. But if you guys didn't get a chance to look at my last video, I did mention about the pre-market analysis on what setups or pairs that I was definitely looking forward to trading that week, and some of them didn't hit the point of interest, some of them did. Only like 2 trades only hit that point of interest, but the other three didn't. The other two, gotta go back and check, but didn't hit the point of interest, right? So we're definitely going to go over the pre-market analysis, and then we're going to go ahead and go over the 2 trades where the point of interest was triggered. Okay, so as you guys already know, for the pre-market analysis, we were looking at euro and the Great Britain pound. We're also looking at euro and the Japanese yen, Aussie versus the Swiss franc, and Great Britain pound versus the Japanese yen, and this 15-minute intraday oil setup. All right, the trades that I actually were in during this time was Aussie versus the US dollar, and the euro and the Great Britain pound. Okay, so this is just a before picture, and this was March 25th. Yep, March 25th. I was already targeted here at the 79, and price went up, came back down, and I was still looking for price to come and take out these highs and to hit my TP, right? But that wasn't the case. So what happened, sorry, messing it all up. So what happened was, let's go ahead and open up this thread. Price didn't technically do that. What price did, price continued to plummet down, almost coming close to my stop loss, but I chose to take myself out of the trade, right? But I also have notes, and these notes are let me make this here. So my notes are: 1, I didn't follow my rules by taking half off the table, and 2, I didn't set an alert, and 3, I should have taken what was on the table. In conclusion, I should have followed my plan and to not hang on to the wishes and or either could have, would have. It is what it is. I'm still learning. So basically what I'm saying is I wouldn't have taken this 0.66% loss if I just would have just taken a partial, or I should have just taken whatever I needed to take off the table instead of just, you know, holding on, because it was just definitely plummeting. And we're definitely going to get into the live charts here to see where price is currently. Matter of fact, we can do that now. Let's go to I think I took that off, I'm not sure. AUD. I think I did take that off. But yeah, price definitely came and took me out completely, and it still hasn't progressed since then. So yeah, let me go back and check here. I'm trying to find it, but yeah, I take it off. I did take off the setup. So yeah, so AUD USD just didn't work out. Try finding it, but yeah, AUD USD didn't work out, and that's fine, right? I should have just took whatever I needed to take off, and I should have just taken what was available to me at that time. I should have just taken price here, and then if I was able to see another opportunity, I should have just scaled in and got into that again, seeing if price would take out those highs, but it didn't happen. So I was left with a 0.66% loss, and that was okay, you know. So now we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is euro versus the Great Britain pound. This was March the 24th. This is what we had, right? This was the before, and I mentioned that the highs have not been solidified, but great potential setup, which it was definitely a great potential setup. The highs were definitely solidified during that time, but if we go into the before, if we get into the after, I was looking for price to come down to the 71 or 79 and to continue up to the upside, but that wasn't the case. what was the case was, that was the wrong picture. Sorry, you guys. What was the case was here. We were doing great. Price was making its way up to the upside. We were just not that far away. I mean, we were far, but we weren't that far away. We were making some decent profit here. But when I got tagged, right? I got tagged. I've been got tagged, but then it definitely went past my target. I mean, my entry, and it was just a pip away from taking me out of the trade. But instead, it definitely reversed and still continued to retrace up to the upside, but it was just slightly a pip away. And to be honest, now that I know, which I definitely adjusted my trading plan, if I have that much drawdown with price coming to target, I mean not target, triggering me into my trade, I'm no longer interested. But I should have just definitely taken myself out the trade then, but I didn't. I held, and price ended up retracing back up to the upside, and now price is coming back down. And the only thing was, did I want to continue holding from the 24th all the way up until April the 11th? No, I did not want to continue holding whatsoever. So I definitely took myself out here today, actually, a little bit past my entry. So a little bit of drawdown, but it is what it is. I took myself out of there. Once again, the same rule applies, the same note applies that it did with AUD USD. I should have taken whatever I needed to take off the table, and then if I were able to see another opportunity, I can definitely re-enter, retarget the highs here again. But I didn't do that. I held and continue to hold, and from the 24th of March to April the 11th, I just was no longer interested in wanting to hold that trade, right? And also, like I said before, it was a pip away from my stop loss, so that was a very, very big, deep drawdown and just about to just take me out completely. I'm just no longer interested in that. So that's what I have for AUD USD and the euro versus the Great Britain pound, the only two trades that I have taken. And I did not close out in any type of profit. So yeah, but we live and we learn. This is something that I can actually go back and check and study and readjust my trading plan with that as well. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and go over, we already went over euro and the Great Britain pound, and we already went over AUD USD, so we're gonna go ahead and go over euro JPY, and then we're gonna go over AUD and the Swiss franc and GJ, and then for oil we'll definitely go over that as well. So let's go ahead and start with euro and the Great Britain pound. Like I stated before, this was a great setup. We have a break of structure, price came down and swept the lows, and we had a very big impulsive move to the upside. We continued breaking structure to the upside. I was looking for price to come in to fill in that imbalance and to either target the 71 or the 79. I was looking for a deeper drawdown at the 79 because we have this liquidity sitting here at these lows. So if you were to zoom in on a smaller time frame, you can definitely see price sitting here at these equal lows here. So that was it. So let's go ahead and see in real live time. This was euro and JPY. As you can see, price did not come into the point of interest at all. We came close to that 71 area. But we did not come here to the 79, but price continued to push up to the upside. It can still be a potential trade. It can still be that, even though technically the trade is somewhat still intact. But the question is, do I want to continue looking for any type of opportunity here, or have I just lost interest? And the most part is that I just lost interest in this setup. So I would like to see some type of more, I would like to see some more progression. I would like to see it develop a little bit more, but as of right now, it's going to be off of my list for a little bit until I see some type of progression. All right, so let's get into Aussie and the Swiss franc. All right, so this is what we had. Once again, we have a break of structure, swept with the lows, impulsive move to the upside, changing, not changing, but still maintaining bullish sentiment. I'm looking for price to come to the 71 or 79, and let's go ahead and see what we have in store for Aussie and the Swiss franc. Like I said before, we were here. Break of structure, sweep of the lows, impulsive move to the upside, right? but we did not get any type of retracement here at the 71 or 79. Price just continues, so this makes my setup invalid. It's no longer a valid setup anymore until we get that retracement, which we didn't. So no longer interested, so the setup is not valid anymore. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, we got GJ. All right, so this is what we have for GJ. We have a breakup structure. Price came down, swept the lows, and then we continue breaking structure to the upside. I was still looking for price to hit the 71 or 79. Even though I was forward testing it, I was still looking forward to see some type of idea play out for it, right? So that's what we have. Let's move forward. We got GJ. Price did not come into the area whatsoever. We did not hit the 71 or 79 at all. Price was just, you know, moving in its own thing, moving in its own direction. We did consolidate a little bit, got a little price spike here, and then we continue up to the upside. The trade is still intact, not trade, but the setup is still intact. But the question is, do I still want to continue looking forward to the setup? And the question is, well, that's the question, but the answer is I'm not no longer looking forward to see the setup until it continues to develop a little bit. So I'm still waiting for it to develop, but as of right now, as far as trading it right now, not interested. I want to see it develop a little bit more. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The oil trade. I think we did everything else. So the oil trade, let me see. This didn't even come into my point of interest as well. So let's see. So for the 15-minute, I was looking for price to excuse me. So as you guys can see, even though we were in this retracement, we still had enough room to look for longs at this point until we hit the 71 area or the 79, and that's what I was doing, looking to see some long potentials. Even though that I was counter trend trading, there was still some potential to the upside. Because, you know, this could have still continued down, you know, this could have continued making its way down to the downside, but instead it didn't. It was just in a big retracement. But with it being in a retracement, I was still looking to have some long positions at play here, right? If it was going to be able to show me that, right? So that's what we had. Still looking for long positions until we got to that 71 or 79 level and see some type of trend continuation to the downside. But even though that we were already bullish, we had that retracement. Just looking for price to come into here if we were going to continue bearish. If not, I still would have been looking for long positions at that point as well. And this is the setup for oil. So this was March 25th. I said to myself, I would like to see price come into the test these highs. And even though that was forward testing, I was still looking for price to do that. And like I stated before, I was still looking for price to look for long positions at that point. Even though that we were retracing, I was still looking for long positions. And this is what happened. Price came at the 79 level and just spiked up to the upside, taking out this previous high and breaking structure to the upside. So this was a very successful trade, only for the time being, and it was clean, it was nice. So I was really happy with the oil trade setup that I had. And this is the setup right here. I deleted that as soon as it came. So this was the setup. We came here, price came at the 79 level, and it was nice and it was clean, right? So we were able to capitalize on that impulsive move to the upside, and then price continued to trickle, and then we're retracing back down to the downside. Let's see, and we're coming right back down to that retracement level again. So price already seemed like it has collecting liquidity here at the bottom. So we definitely got liquidity being collected here. So price might just come down, take out this liquidity here, and probably come and test that high, because we're still bullish. We're still in this bullish range and we're just retracing. So we could be here to take out that liquidity and push up to the upside. So, but that's just my theory with oil for intraday trading. So just keeping an eye on that as well. Yeah, so here price already took that out. Actually came, pushed up to the upside. Now we're trickling back down. I already took out that liquidity there at that bottom. So, but regardless, on a bigger time frame, on the 4 hour, it could be, right, price come down and push up to the upside, but could be. But other than that, that is it for my follow-ups on my pre-market analysis and the trades that I took and some of the setups that I was for testing. And yeah, I hope you guys like that. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. And look forward to doing another, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking forward to doing another video on my setups for the next following week. All right, so I didn't take any trades this week at all. Looking forward to prepping for next week. So yeah, remember, keep your account safe, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.